like real tone, there's some real money in the room.
So when that shit happened, and they kin to him now, now everybody right here, mash mode. You know what I'm saying?
We had different cliques or whatever, but the real major thing that really sparked a lot of beef is when Master P Nephew died.
What do you mean, Lil Romeo?
Lil Romeo the rapper. Like, they used to be with like the No Limit little crew, you know what I'm saying?
Like Master P, son?
Yeah, yeah. I used to hoop with him at the YMCA, you know what I'm saying, in first colony too.
And this ended up being like one of Master P's real nephews that was a part of his rap groups, and like this kid was gonna be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? He was a live kid, braids, you know what I'm saying? He looked like Lil Romeo. He was live.
He had a promising life for real. Like, he didn't have to do that, but in a mode, you kind of have to do that. You know what I mean? As a young man, just out here, your name out here, and they gotta hold their name down another way, so he kind of had to do that.
Like at the time, I think like P People was pulling up. You know what I'm saying? P People was like pulling up to our school and shit.
That's when it got real. That's when like shooting became a hot commodity then.
It's people pulling up, you know, supposedly or waiting in the vicinity of these schools and bus stops and this shit getting gangster. So it's like the school didn't want no part of that. So the leaders, the people who were over this name, this entity, they're like, man, get y'all up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want that shit nowhere near our school. Even though we personally wasn't the people who, you know what I'm saying, was involved, but it was our little brothers. So it's like, that's still y'all. You still gotta be held accountable, you know what I'm saying? From the public eye to the legal issues, whatever, however you wanna look at it. Getting kicked out of school, it was all kind of shit behind that, bro. Up.
We're live outside of the legendary AMC Theater, located across the street from First Colony Mall in the suburbs of Sugar Land, Texas. Black people moved to the suburbs of Missouri City for better schools and a safer environment for their children. But after the death of Fredrick Connor, the suburbs became a war zone.
When we was I think we was in the 7th grade, this the year that the movie, You Got Served came out. So this the big night, You Got Served, everybody going to this movie.
Know what I'm saying? So You Got Served, even though that's a dancing movie, if you can recall that movie, they was clicked up too. And them was beefing too. Like, they were dancing, but you got served though. Know what I'm saying? So that's what was going on, know what I'm saying? So and it was a movie with young in it, and we was young at the time, so hell yeah.
Every time a movie come out, we used to go to AMC 24, get on. We used to go to the mall first, walk to AMC 24, get on the, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that's the rich people mall, man. That's where the white folks go. That's like some Woodlands type shit for the most, you know what I mean? Sugar Land area, you know what I mean? That's really where you, the skating rinks and shit like that, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's Sweetwater, you know what I'm saying, all the rich folks, that's where they go, you know what I'm saying, from Missouri City area, that's where they go to.
You know, that First Colony Mall was the scene. That's where we was for sure going. You know, when you see cargo shorts, polos, snapbacks, and J's, that's us. Like, that's us. That's all you're gonna see us in. For sure, that's us, bro. Like, for sure, for sure.
Outside of Astroworld, outside of the skating rings, outside of house parties, everybody will go to the movies. You feel me? And at the movies, that's where you come down clean. That's when you put your new shoes on and your live is fit.
We used to always be splitting up, know what I'm saying? Be having they little freaks, know what I'm saying? Or niggas used to just, oh, I'm finna go up here and catch some ops, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Catch the other niggas, know what I'm saying? I hope they up here, they bumping at the football game. They know it's a new movie coming out. We finna go up here, know what I'm saying? I hope we catch them boys.
Like, niggas was really on some shit like, you know what? We gonna show that we the hardest nigga. That's how we gonna win. You feel me? One in the bite who was the cleanest no more. Hey man, me and my nigga, hey, we fight better than you and your nigga. Oh, y'all from this hood, even though we both in the same area, hey, my hood liver than your hood. Get up out of here.
We seen that post you said on Facebook, and then when I see you at the mall or something like that, I'm on you. We in the food court throwing chairs, all type of shit like that.
First College Mile, that hoe epic. It's gonna always be epic. It was some shit happening at that hoe too, on God. We got into it with the mash at that hoe.
Yep.
30 square meters, yeah. Got shot at that hoe. Got damn near bang. Got jumped at that hoe, you know what I'm saying, on both sides, you know what I'm saying?
This one particular night, you know what I'm saying, is we plexing with another little group. I forgot the name, bro. They was like No Limit Boys, you know what I'm saying? And this particular group, they had this nigga named Donovan, Lil Romeo, Los, know what I'm saying? They was the uppity, they was click, know what I'm saying? They had some niggas that was still from New Orleans.
What do you mean, Lil Romeo?
Lil Romeo the rapper. Like, they used to be with the No Limit little crew, know what I'm saying?
Like Master P's son?
Yeah,
Romeo?
yeah.
Master P was staying in the H at the time, I believe. I know his nephew was in the city. And, you know, our culture had a lot to do with the No Limit movement. You know, No Limit, I always used to shout out H-Time. You feel me? Master P used to give a lot of love to the H-Time culture, to the grills, to the candy cars, to the screw music.
But Carlos, he used to be with over there, you know what I'm saying, with Donovan and all them. They was their own little crew. They was like the rich crew, you know what I'm saying? They was pulling up, they was getting dropped off in G-Wagons and Range Rovers, you know what I'm saying?
Prior to this, we've been in the back and forth like kid clique conversation between our clique and they clique at their school type shit. Fights and shit that came to when they had a basketball game versus our team, and I got suspended because the ball had came to the sidelines and I grabbed the ball from the sidelines and threw it at Fred's head while he was standing like this talking to the referee, and then hit him in the back of the head in front of both schools. This is Quail Valley and Lake Olympia Middle School. Like, everybody seen it, just like a known, legendary, crazy moment. And that shit turned into a big ass fight in the basketball gym. Turned to a big ass fight between the schools and the parents and all that other shit. I got suspended for that shit. Ooh. And we ended up, it was a bunch of different like kid fights and beefs that went on from that.
You had different cliques or whatever, but the real major thing that really sparked a lot of beef is when Master P nephew died. R.I.P. that boy Fredrick, man.
This named Fred we used to play basketball with in middle school. I can't really remember if it was about a female or it was some bumping going on, but my homeboy Rock that was in mash mode with me was supposed to fight, bro. Know what I'm saying? And they get in the scuffle and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And bro really swung at Rock first, and Rock get the best of him and knock him out. He hit his head, and know what I'm saying, he passed, know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to that boy. He was a good young, know what I'm saying, at that time. He was rapping too.
Some of my friends end up having a fight with Fredrick, and we fighting his other friends, and it's just like a bunch of fights going on at one time, and then everybody kind of like stopped a little bit for them to fight, but we still fighting. Long story short, Fredrick ended up losing his life over that fight, over catching a punch that knocked him out, and his head hit the corner of a curve, and he had head trauma and he lost his life, and we all had to get homicide investigated. And
Soldier, I got my partner fighting for mash mode, and this for my hood, but then I hang with some more, you know what I'm saying, that's over there in Quail Green West, which kin to Master P, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. So it was a situation where one of them niggas that somebody had lost their life, you know what I'm saying, which happened to be kin to these niggas I hang with every day.
Right. You talking about Fred?
Fred, yeah, you know what I'm saying, R.I.P. Fred, man, you know what I'm saying, free C-Los.
Yeah, niggas was fucked up because it was a lost life. You know what I'm saying? So even though as a mature adult today, I know that was an accident. I know that wasn't intentional. But at that time, young and wild, and ain't nobody giving a fuck about what the intention was. Hey, somebody on our side fell. So yeah, it was static behind that. Niggas wanted to do shit, and it was a lot of turmoil that was brewing from that.
Hey, not only was he young, it was a young man. You know, Rock was, you know, he was young, but he might have been a little older than, you know, Fred. I don't know. So that shit caused a lot of issues. He had the case going on because the dude, you know, fell down and hit his head from like a punch. Like he fell down and, you know, crossed over. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this didn't have nothing directly to do with us, but it affected us because it's like that's still our little people. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our homeboys' little brother. You know what I'm saying? This man, and then from the shoulders, you know, it might have been a slip or fall the wrong way, whatever. But the man demise. You know what I'm saying? Good, you know, and he was a young nigga, good nigga, man. So that caused a lot of hate.
When you kids, you know, you get the fight, you know, and it was crazy. They the two who was squabbling, who fought the man, they was cool at one point, but you know, it's just different shit that used to go on that just take you to that point. Every time you run into it, you gotta do this. Something happened to you then, so you gotta get your lead back. Ain't nobody know that shit was gonna happen to that man. You know what I mean? But that's the consequences of what you're doing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, R.I.P. that man, because that man ain't deserve to die. Nobody deserve to die, especially when you fighting. Ain't no guns and nothing like that, but all that was bullshit. Bro was cool. Everybody liked the dude, man. He was a hooper. They both was hoopers. Kind of off another person, like off people's families, you know what I'm saying? So, it was sad. Well, mind you, I'm just not coming into it. I ain't know these boys had squabbles and all this extra shit until you see it go on.
It was like rumors, like saying like it was with brass knuckles and shit like that. And then when a lot of people say it was because of the concrete, but yeah, that really, I wasn't that close to it, so I don't know. Right. Like, yeah, I can't really speak on that one for real.
They tried to say that my friend at the time had brass knuckles on, but he didn't at all. He was just a strong kid with a good knockout punch, known for beating people up. He was known for being a good fighter. And Fredrick called him out because, like, the focus of that particular beef was them two. You know what I'm saying? I was just a part of that group. We was all in the same group. I was riding for the group when, you know what I'm saying, I got into it with bro. And shit, and I did what I did at the football game, but you been fighting my friends. We all been fighting each other. But there's some kids that turned into that young. And this ended up being like one of Master P's real nephews that was a part of his rap groups. And like this kid was gonna be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? He was a live kid, braids, you know what I'm saying? He looked like Lil Romeo. He was live, you know what I'm saying?
So all that happened, you know what I'm saying? But speed up to that, after that happened, cases, you know what I'm saying? And bro beat the case, you know what I'm saying? Self-defense, you know what I'm saying? That shit it was hard for both sides, you know what I'm saying? My nigga going through court, they going through a death. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Remember I told you, everybody used to be with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So everybody knowed each other.
Yeah, it was just like, damn, like, it's just, we're in the hood, so, like, in the Mo, we're like, damn, it's going down. It's going down out here in the Mo. Like, that's all it affected me, like, damn, it goes down out here in the Mo. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too much of a thought. That I didn't even really know them guys like that. They did all that shit. I was young still. Right. But they was young, too, though. But
it was just showing you, like, your shit can get real.
It can get real. That's what, it just can get real out here.
You can't even find a way to speak on it how you want to because of how young you was when he died. It's like you really felt that on another level, no matter what side you was on, because it's like, damn,
He was young. He was just in a fight like we all be fighting all the time, and it just happened. And that's what made it so big at the time, and especially the people that he was plugged in with. It's like he had a promise in life for real. Like he didn't have to do that, but in the mo, you kind of have to do that. You know what I mean? As a young man, just out here, your name out here, and they got to hold their name down on the other way. So he kind of had to do that. But look where, you know what I mean? So it'd be like, you know, I think I don't even want to start studying, saying dumb shit. I don't even know what to say when it comes to shit like that. Like even with my partner KJ, it's like I got a really vision to veer off just to talk about this shit in its entirety and then for it to make sense.
It was females that like, we hate y'all. Like, that shit, we don't like y'all at all. Y'all just killed the best in the world. He was not like that, or he was a school dude. He played basketball. He could have been this. He could have been a rapper. Y'all was hating, but it really was not no hating because it was just between these two people. And I guess I don't want to say he was trying to do something he was not about, because he was there. You know what I'm saying? And he saw him first, but that shit was big, bro, for like 2 or 3 years, bro. It's still kind of big, but not as big how it was because grew up and understand life now. But that shit was big, bro. A death at a young age. We was in middle school. Somebody died of some violence, like fighting violence. That shit was big.
You know, Rock, you know him for like really fighting and beating people up, and then all of a sudden he got somebody that he fought that he basically killed. Now everybody like his name hot because of that. And they like basically trying to like talk about him in a way that they never did. When it ain't more like respect, they looking at it like, oh, these niggas. When you lose somebody, bro, that shit just get, I don't know. When you lose somebody, that shit just be different. People can't look at people the same. So you basically got a target on your back. You kill somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm trying to say it, but I know what I mean, though.
I ain't gonna feed it off Fred, but I'm gonna feed it off my nigga. That's when shit got real. That's when like shooting became a hot commodity then. Cause us, we was known for fighting, bro. You know, we known for punching shit down. To this day, we still fight, fam. But he with that issue if he tripping. But we rather fight it out any day. But with my nigga, bro, that's like that's like my generation. I mean, the generation up under me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Them niggas got busy. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, I ain't gonna lie, them niggas turned to monsters, bro.
These that I'm, you know what I'm saying, rocking with every day. We going to school together, hooping together, doing all type of shit, fighting and all that shit. But so when that shit happened, and they kin to him now everybody right here, smash mode.
Bro, that brought a lot of crazy plicks, bro. Like, that was kind of before the hurricane and shit. So, like I said, Lil Romeo and all them, they people from Louisiana. Fred was from Louisiana too. So that kind of brought it was big tension about, especially like, Mashmo was, like I told you, was a group from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, knew that Lil Rock was in Mashmo, so everybody kind of was getting grilled about that.
Man, they goddamn for sure got our ass about their school, for sure. Expelled us out of school because, like, at the time, I think, like, people was pulling up. You know what I'm saying? People was, like, pulling up to our school and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was some real static, real grease behind, you know, this man passing or whatever. So they didn't want that shit at their school. They like, man, no, we not having that. You know, expel us and shit. That's how we get to Yates. You know, me and my nigga D Wood, we both end up going to Jack Yates High School, man, and getting some, you know, stroke out that way, man. Originally from, you know, that way anyway, but that's how we get out there and fuck around, getting expelled from Marshall. That shit crazy.
Right. When you say peace, people was pulling up.
Yeah, like, man, like like you gotta understand, P had people like out there in like Fort Bend, Sugar Land, like I say, they had their own little clique too, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's people pulling up, you know, supposedly or waiting in the vicinity of these schools and bus stops and this shit getting gangster. So it's like the school didn't want no part of that. So the leaders, the people who were over this name, this entity, they're like, man, get y'all ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want that shit nowhere near our school. Even though we personally wasn't the people who, you know what I'm saying, was involved, but it was our little brothers. So it's like, that's still y'all. You still got to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? From the public eye to the legal issues, whatever, however you want to look at it. Getting kicked out of school, it was all kind of shit behind that, bro.
It's sad how it happened. And Master P, bro, wasn't playing about his nephew. I say that too. But yeah, man, we was going through some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? You think about you watching your back from Master P, like his favorite nephews. It was crazy. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? At a young age.
Yeah. I just say this, man, because I don't want to go too far up into that because I don't want to open up our wounds, but like I most definitely would like to believe and like to feel that my conversations with certain people, I'm not gonna say no names because I don't want to get nobody in no jams, stop shootouts. Know what I'm saying? Most definitely stop people's houses from getting flammed up with bullets. Know what I'm saying? Stop people from getting jumped on. You feel me? Even though it was always a disdain. You feel me? Like people kind of let that shit breathe. And I would like to believe my influence because I was cool with these niggas. You feel me? Like I was cool with some of them guys over there. And still got a lot of love for them today. You feel me? But some of them guys came to my son's funeral. You feel me? Like, so shout out to them people, man. You feel me? It's nothing but love and respect, for sure.
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.